This is the Hisense U7K, and there were three things that made me go whoa on this TV. The impeccable mini LED picture quality, the remarkable performance especially for gaming, and its great sound quality. Yup, I'm talking about its built-in speakers, my friend. Now, Hisense uses what they term ULED Mini LED for their displays. Now, for those of you who are familiar with TV panel technology, you would know that OLED provides the best contrast and deep blacks because of its ability to control every single individual pixels. However, while OLED is quite superior, it comes with a very steep price, and if you opt for a less premium OLED, you might expose yourself to the risk of pixel burn-in. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the term, it refers to retaining a static image on the screen, such as a football score display at the top left corner. It's like those cheap OLED panels throws a tantrum and hold on to the image and say, "Oh, you watched a football game, eh? Let me show you the score." Forever. Now, although this issue is less common these days, it remains a concern especially for gamers who often encounter static images in their games. On the other hand, non-OLED TVs have the external glow, making everything looks a bit more grey as they have local dimming, which shuts down a part of the light of different areas to make a better picture. So the more local dimming zones, the better the quality. Increasing the number of zones also means that it needs more LEDs, and that increases cost, the overall energy consumption, and of course the overall heat output. So it's definitely not a great solution, but a great solution would be for you to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you guys are enjoying more of this educational kind of content. Thank you very much in advance. So with that, this is where the mini LED technology like this, Hisense U7K, comes in, where the LEDs are smaller than a traditional LEDs, and you can fit more of them in the backlight layer, and what you get in return are more zones and better lighting control. There's even the quantum dot technology that helps to give the excellent color reproduction overall, and this is as close to an OLED image quality that I've seen without really being an OLED. Now, the best part about this TV is that there are endless image customization options to fine-tune the TV to your preferred image style. Now, I've always been a fan of the filmmaker mode since the image is adjusted to how the movie creator intends it to be. And this time around, I also love the cinema home mode, which colors the picture just nicely for my eyes. And it's even enjoyable in a bright room where the light reflections on the screen are not so noticeable. So yeah, watching movies on this is great. And since football season is back, I have been watching several games exclusively on this TV, and I have to say that the performance has been great. And fun fact, Hisense is also the official sponsor for Euro 2024 too. And since this has up to 144Hz refresh rate, I was pretty blown by that. So I definitely played lots of games on this TV, but I'll talk about gaming later on in this video. Now, the Hisense U7K is snappy, and I mean really snappy. The OS used here is Vida U7, an excellent OS with lots of free apps available in their App Store. Now, the best part is that it literally takes just 1 second to install the apps from the App Store, 1 second to switch between apps, and just 1 second to boot. Now, I don't know what kind of crazy magic they use with their Hi-View engine, but this is the fastest OS that I've ever seen on any TV. It kind of reminds me of an iOS of TVs. Really aesthetically pleasing, less confusing menu system, which is more straightforward and very highly responsive too. Now, even upscaling from 720p had given good results, but from 1080p to 4K is really excellent. It would be hard to tell from a normal viewing distance that it has been scaled 4 times, so good job on that front, Hisense, and 2 thumbs up for that, just like how you can give 3 thumbs up. 1, 2, and 3 for joining our community Discord channel to talk more about tech. Links are in the description. Now, there are 3 things on the remote that I really like. First of all is the clickiness of the buttons. Now, secondly is the AI assistant that works surprisingly well, especially if you don't want to click one button at a time to input something. And thirdly, and this I would feel is a super underrated feature, which is the fact that the remote has backlighting too. Like, why can't every other TV manufacturers have this? So yeah, no more facing the remote towards the TV's light to see the button, especially if you're having some late night movie sessions. Now, speaking of the AI assistant, it also supports Bahasa Melayu like, "Hey Vida, mainkan lagu Datuk Sri Vida di YouTube." Sampai hatimu. So yeah, there are plenty of commands that you can do now in Bahasa Melayu, and here's an actual demo for you all. Buka YouTube. Buka Netflix. Tutup TV. Now the real showstopper is the gaming performance, because this U7K can go up to 144Hz at 4K resolution, and with technologies such as the quick media switching, variable refresh rate and the auto low latency mode really sweetens the overall deal. So, quick media switching prevents black screens when switching between apps that display different refresh rates for a more seamless experience. Then variable refresh rates are like smartphones that automatically matches the frame rate from your console to your TV, which prevents screen tearing, and ALLM or auto low latency mode will help you to give you a better response time when it comes to gaming. So yeah, whether you're a console or a PC gamer, this TV has got you covered. And there's also a dedicated game bar that can show you real-time frame rates and quick settings that you can check if it's on or off. Then on the port size, there are 4 HDMI ports, 2 of which are HDMI 2.1, capable of displaying up to 144Hz refresh rate at 4K resolution. Now side note, I like how Hisense label every port so clearly, so kudos Hisense for that. It's this small quality of life things that makes it feel like Hisense really cares for its customers. And by the way, if you want a full recap of all of the specs mentioned in this video, definitely check out our written version of this video at www.adamlobo.tv to get an easier readable recap if needed. Now before I touch on sound, I want to mention about the overall build quality of the TV, because they're using what they call the blue metal ribbon design. Now it's like the TV wore a nice fancy suit, and the base of the TV showcases a subtle blue-grey hue, complemented by a slim bezel surrounding the screen. Now while the main body is crafted with sturdy plastic, the standout feature for me is the metal feet, which gives it a really premium feel. Now while the stand may seem unusual looking, but Hisense said that this was specifically made like this, so it can have a more integrated look if you plan to pair it with a soundbar. Alright, now let's talk about the sound, because while most TVs have mediocre speakers, the speakers on this Hisense U7K was quite a surprise and unexpectedly good, especially for the bass for an integrated TV speaker. Now only after testing the sound, I looked at the back of the TV and I realized there's a built-in subwoofer at the back. And the speakers in here has Dolby Atmos support too, which overall gives it one of the best built-in sound experiences that I've had so far compared to other expensive TVs out there. But here's a quick sound test for you to be the judge.
Ready for it yet?
So yeah, for probably 80% of you who are buying this TV, don't waste your time buying or your money buying a cheap soundbar, and just stick with this integrated sound system, because the only reason I feel that you would need a proper soundbar is if you're putting this TV in a huge open space. So in conclusion, throughout the years of me reviewing Hisense TVs, I have seen how much their products have improved, especially with this kind of price factor. Now what is the price, you may ask? It retails at 6,999 ringgit. Wait, what? Yeah, it retails for 6,999 ringgit, but you might be getting some great online retail discounts. Probably in the description below. Also worth mentioning is that Hisense is also having a promo from now till the end of December, where if you buy selected Hisense products, you can enter a giveaway where you can win cool prizes like vouchers, a Nintendo Switch OLED, or even an iPhone 15 Pro Max, which I'll leave all those information too down below. So if you're looking for an enhanced picture quality, a swift user experience via the latest VIDA U7 software, a very reliable built-in speakers, this is one of the best options that you can get in the market right now, especially for this price range.